At Growth Technology, we manufacture the highest quality fertilizers available anywhere. Our fertilizers contain all 14 essential elements for healthy, vigorous growth. We manufacture a wide range of high-quality plant-specific fertilizers for growth, yield, and flavor. The Focus range of nutrients is enriched with seaweed and humic acid to give plants the best nutrition enhancers and to support long-term soil fertility. Orchid Myst is the ideal way to provide humidity and nutrients for your orchids. Simple, convenient, and easy to use. Orchid Myst, complete care for your orchids. Orchid Focus Repotting Mix is the best-selling orchid medium in Great Britain. It consists of carefully selected and graded bark to ensure the best possible conditions for orchids. Orchid Focus Repotting Mix is peat-free, as orchid mixes should be. Our clear pots have a dome for extra aeration and many holes for superb drainage. Our sponsored Orchid Talks are hosted by orchid experts. They provide valuable information to help you get the best from your orchids. Why not come along? Find out where your nearest talk is at www.focus-on-plants.com. Growth Technology for your plants. Orchid Myst is the ideal way to provide complete care for your orchids. Most tropical orchids naturally live on trees. They need high humidity and regular levels of nutrients. Orchid Myst was specifically formulated with these conditions in mind and provides orchids with the humidity and all the necessary nutrients for long-lasting flowers. What's more, Orchid Myst is a pest repellent, growth enhancer, plant tonic, and leaf conditioner, all in one bottle for healthy plants and amazing results. Orchid Myst contains all the nutrients orchids need and will support heavy, prolonged flowering. It contains organic nutrients, mineral nutrients, and plant oils, and provides nutrition similar to that which orchids receive in the wild. Orchid Myst also contains humic and fulvic acids, which increase root vitality, improve nutrient uptake, and support healthy growth. Spray with Orchid Myst for immediate results. Regular misting will help to ensure healthy leaves without the twisting or splitting that can occur when humidity is too low. Orchid Myst is simple, convenient, and easy to use. Simply mist the leaves, any exposed roots, and spray down through the bark. For best results, use 2 to 3 times per week. Orchid Myst, complete care for your orchids. Growth Technology for your plants. Orchids need to be repotted every 12 to 18 months in order to replace the bark, which degrades over time and starts holding too much water. Repotting will rejuvenate the orchid and encourage vigorous growth and reflowering. Orchid Focus Repotting Mix is ideal for repotting orchids. It is composed of carefully selected and graded bark for a superb balance of air and moisture that is essential for orchids. Orchid Focus Repotting Mix does not contain any peat or soil. Both peat and soil are highly unsuitable as they retain too much water and suffocate orchid roots. Orchids will benefit from clear pots because they support root photosynthesis and make it easier to see when you need to water your orchid. When the roots are green, no watering is needed. When they turn silver white, it is time for watering. It is essential that orchids have plenty of aeration and drainage. Our clear pots have a dome for extra aeration and many holes for superb drainage. Growth technology for your plants. Orchids need to be repotted every 12 to 18 months in order to replace the bark, which degrades over time and starts holding too much water. Repotting will rejuvenate the orchid and encourage vigorous growth and new flowers. The best time to repot a Phalaenopsis is in the spring or autumn. You should avoid repotting when the plant is in flower. As well as orchid-focused repotting mix, you will need a pair of pruning scissors and a clear pot of the appropriate size. Prepare the orchid by watering it the day before, or soak it in water for a while before repotting so the orchid will come free and the bark will be easy to remove. Squeeze and deform the old pot so you can easily remove the orchid. Gently remove all the old bark and open up the roots. Cut off any dead or damaged roots and dead flower stems with the scissors. Rinsing gently in tepid water will help wash out all the bark pieces. Trim any lengthy roots to about 15 centimetres. You will need a new pot one size larger than the old one, or you might need to use a pot of the same size if you remove a lot of roots. Place a thin layer of the new bark in the bottom of the new pot. Lower the roots, holding the orchid in the centre of the pot with one hand. Fill the spaces around the roots with new bark. Holding the orchid in place, add more bark while shaking the pot to ensure that all the spaces are filled and firm down the bark. Repeat if necessary. Spray the plant and the top of the bark with Orchid Myst or with water. Resume normal watering after 4 to 5 days. Repotting will rejuvenate the orchid and encourage vigorous growth and new flowers. Growth technology for your plants.